after the wing, or you want me to move on to the head? After half the bird. What's that? You want me to get like half the head?
When there is no pebble tossed, nor wind to blow, reach out your hand.
Most people are okay with tattoos kind of growing old with them. You know, it's part of the thing. So, you know, and I would say most of mine look, you know, that young lady was just in. I mean, her husband got a big colored stormtrooper piece, and you know, tattoos normally always look good day one, but as soon as they're through that healing process, sometimes they look a little different. But that's what she was saying. She said it looks exactly like it did, so that's a success. Again, it's legal for us to do 16-year-olds who choose not to, because I know better, you know. You go back for
Most of them don't research either. Like, my dad would try and stamp, and it's not even in the middle of my back or anything.
No, sadly what happens is, I would say most reputable shops won't do under 18 just from an ethical standpoint. But that's not to say that anyone who does them under age is not a reputable shop. But most of the time they see that, you know. So then they get impatient, and mom and dad will help them with this. You know, they'll go around and find someone who's willing to do something early on. I mean, anyone willing to do that, that's really anxious to do that, probably is
Not that good.
So any of my hand, anything I draw by hand, anything I do, I can run right under this.
Oh, wow.
And actually, it's not really black, it's purple. And that's made of natural violet extract, which is why it's non-toxic and safe. So when I place it and you lower your arm, that design will collapse on itself. So really the best way to do this is when I'm about to do it, put your hand actually on my shoulder, okay? Because then that keeps your skin nice and loose. And it makes us closer friends. Everything you need to know to be a tattoo artist, you learn in kindergarten. How to not hurt yourself with scissors. How to try to stay in the lines. That's really
I think staying in the line is probably the most important one.
It's all good. Alright, man. Let's see here. Go ahead and turn to the side for me. Go to the cabinet. There's a deep relationship, a deep bond between you and your tattoo artist that can sometimes exist, doesn't always, but you know, that's is sort of outside the realm of their normal world. They can come, you know, vent to Andy, and you know, I try to be really careful with my advice because I'm not trained to deal with all of that, but you know, I also speak from the heart in those moments, you know.
Yeah.
It's hopefully helpful, but I think it's a good release for people. I've had people refer to it as their spa day. You know, it's a day where they can go get away from everything, and you know, yeah, they get some pain and they get some art and they get some venting, and it's some people's chosen form of release.
Yeah.
So make sure that horizon line stays nice and straight and the rest sort of falls into place. I think it looks cool. Your thoughts?
I like it.
It really kind of follows that shape anyways. Alright, good. I like it too.
beachy. I just want the moon.
Yeah.
Kind of because we had a long distance relationship for a while. So I would send her a picture of the moon, so I was thinking of her, and to look at it, she know that I was seeing it. Just corny and sweet.
No, I like it. Yeah.
For one, it's a very, very, very ancient practice. We have been doing this to ourselves for 10,000 plus years.
Mhm.
So I think there is a very human desire to modify in some form or another. And you see it differently on a lot of cultures. But so many ancient cultures that would have never had interaction with each other have decided to do this for one reason or another. Normally, much more practical reasons back then, right? You're showing rank or status or whatever you're showing, depending on the culture. I think nowadays it's turned into sort of a frivolous thing.
Yeah.
You know, I constantly wonder. I mean, I have people in my chair sometimes that are paying for a tattoo because they're depressed that they can't pay their mortgage. It's, you know, so there are also a lot of just kind of, it's important to them. It makes them feel better in some form, but I often scratch my head too. And then you have people that just want to look a certain way, and you know they have the money to do it, and it's a much more joyous occasion at that point. It's not, you know, but there's as many reasons as to get one as to not to get one. I mean, everyone's very, very personal. No, because I won't say I never have. I mean, again, I've been doing this a long time, and not always in my career was I booked out 6, 7, 8 months. Sometimes I was just trying to feed my family.
Right.
You know, especially early in the career.
Yeah.
So I would have been maybe a little more willing to do something dumb back then.
Right.
But for the most part, I've always been pretty protective of my art. You know, you can't really, you know, I'm not Walmart. I don't have a service desk. You can't tell me what to do because I just say, sorry, we're not the right match for each other.
Yeah, I've looked at multiple places and their artwork, and some like this. Oh, this looks pretty good, but everything else doesn't. Like you can't get lucky one time.
Even the blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while.
And some people are really good at doing cartoony stuff.
You know, dealing with living organic, you know, canvas, things change.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, you know, I'll bring someone in that I tattooed 8 years ago and touch it up for free, you know, as long as I can get them to book, get them scheduled. But that's because, I don't know, it's my art.
And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone.